I found that not one of the people that I talked to or called me was against funding economic development. They were all very much in favor of it. What they weren't in favor of was 0.75 mils. They did not want it in the form of a levy, nor did they want to fund the care council in that form. Those offering opinions were squarely on the page, not saying no, but saying this is not a good year to do it. I had a lot of conversation about what is a good year to ever raise the levy, but nonetheless, that was the reason. My goal in all of this was to fund economic development the way I believe it's supposed to be funded, and that is as the economic development arm of the city and the county, not an outside agency. Having said that, I'm listening and will step back from my request and recommendation to fund Grow Hayes from a mill levy, but will ask that the amount we fund is equal to 0.75 mils. I believe Grow Hayes is making real progress in entrepreneurship, housing, workforce development, and jobs. I want a consistent revenue source for them to be able to count on, thus the mill request, but another year.
Hayes is, in my opinion, the best we've had since I've been on the commission. And I don't, whether, Doug, you're here in 10 years or somebody else is doing it, we have to have funding for that. We cannot go backwards. And I think it's just something it should be in the budget. We got to figure it out. And I think Hayes is going in a good way, and we need to keep it that way. And I think our economic development has a big part of that.
There's very valid reasons that people sent us of why not to do it this year. There's other opportunities that will probably rely on mill, such as the school. Part of the reason I think it's worth looking at, I'm glad we did anyway, if not continue to look at it, is just because, as we know, the mill is where it's just it's a little bit more steady revenue source for economic development. For me, it's the social services that the mill, the property valuation's only gone down once in 27 years. So it's a way to fund these, what we've looked at funding, that will naturally have some kind of increase every year just by property valuations. But I can agree that if we can look at the budget and find other ways to maximize and get things funded, then that's what we're doing.